rounding out the leading half of the field. Rouge de la Quest, Daryl Jacob in the maroon and white,
Come on,
only 3 lengths off the lead.
coming enough
Extreme
for me.
right now, Cardamom Hill and Henry Brook, and extreme left.
No, I'll go back up there
presenting
now,
Jeremy
and I missed out on
York
that.
and Murta. A step above, just tickling the top on that occasion. He wasn't the only one, in truth. And between them, they've pretty much explored the full width of the chase course up the straight. They're closing in now on fence 10. Step above over Southern Sam, Gold Omri, Cardamom Hill against the far rail. Between them, Rouge de la Quest, and then presenting Jeremy. One further circuit of this Betfair Goals Galore Novice Handicap Chase to determine the outcome. Southern Sam puts it up to step above as they move into the paddock turn once more. They've upped the ante just a fraction, around about 28 miles an hour at present. Gold Omri stalking them. Rouge de la Quest in close attendance. Cardamom Hill and presenting Jeremy the final duo. Heading now into the last mile and a quarter. And step above, wresting the initiative back from Southern Sam on the approach to fence 11. Gold Omri within.
I'm out of here, man.
As his nose-banded grey head just in advance of Rouge de la Quest. Cardamom Hill and presenting Jeremy in touch. Step above, Southern Sam. Gold Omri landed a little steeply there. On to fence 12 they go. Rouge de la Quest waiting in the wings. No move yet from either presenting Jeremy or Cardamom Hill. And they remain the last pair. So got about a mile to travel at this point. Presenting Jeremy coming under a bit of pressure now. Southern Sam moves on, and having been headed, step above has begun to retreat very sharply.
I'm out of here, man.
Leading about a quarter of a mile back. He's now last but one step above. And his stride is shortening. And Southern Sam is pressing on towards 6 out. Stood off it, jumped it well. Gold Omri, the grey, and Rouge de la Quest hunting him up, however. And the other half of the field, to varying degrees, are seemingly all tight.
Sucker.
Towards the open ditch at the end of the back straight. Southern Sam, Harry Bannister made up his mind for him. And the gelding responded with a good jump there. Gold Omri stalking him as they move into the turn, and Rouge de la Quest hard on their heels in third. They've drawn well away, however, from Cardamom Hill, presenting Jeremy and step above, who, having made much of the running, has dropped right out. So Southern Sam has a couple of rivals to try and fend off in the last half mile and over the final 4 fences. Gold Omri being nursed into it by a typically patient Brian Hughes, and Daryl Jacob now getting Rouge de la Quest on the extreme right. Very competitive. 3 still with a live chance. Not sure the other 3 are going to be finishing the race off. They look as though they've all pulled up round to the last in the back straight. 4 out. Jason the Militant.
I'm out of here, man.
And start in front in the red and white. Punter de Leste took a chance there. Kicked it half to the ground. And Jason the Militant will lead them to the turn out of the back straight over Punter de Leste. Fortescue Wood in the dark green and red making progress. Start in front come under pressure, being bustled along. Gaelic Coast circling them. Blue Cap getting into it. There is no doubt the maroon and white cutting the corner. Cheddleton has also lost his position. He's now disputing last with the aforementioned pushed along start in front.
I'm out of here, man.
Jason the Militant leading them towards the last half mile. 3 to jump up the straight. Punter de Leste, after an error, has recovered his poise, still looking threatening at this stage. Gaelic Coast in third, he's now ridden
along
the
back straight.
Don't like the look of this market much.
Very shortly, really tight bends here at Taunton. And it's game winner, Ballydisco, Mocha Devassi, in a gap of about 4 lengths to King of the Lake, who is still at the back. Turning into the home straight, still with 7 flights of hurdles in all to be jumped. They're passing their point of departure. And it's game winner and Ballydisco. Now just about stride for stride. Mocha Devassi and King of the Lake still a bit detached, heading towards what will be the second last in a circuit's time. Coming to it now. Again, all safely over it. Pace just appears to have slowed a little bit. Ballydisco and game winner coming towards what will be the last in a circuit's time. Good leaps from the pair of them. Mocha Devassi in third. And King of the Lake.
I'm not quite through this race.
To stay out of this gallop. And stay out of it quite spectacularly so by 5 or 6 lengths.
That's a big over-exaggeration there, because not even halfway through the race.
Second left to go then. And it's Ballydisco who leads them. packed grandstand here at Taunton.
So I could have taken a 5 already. But...
2 in second position, game winner. And Mokkadavasi in third. And King of the
That's
Lake
massive.
is still at the back of the field. Making the turn very shortly. The wind blowing them down the home straight, but it'll be certainly in their faces when they turn down the far side. And it's Ballydisco out in front to game winner in second. And Mokkadavasi. David Noonan aboard, the red cap there, and those different colours in third, and still King of the Lake and Rex Dingle happy just to survey things from the back. 5 flights of hurdles left to be jumped, and it's Ballydisco, game winner, and Mokkadavasi. Never been too much between all 3 of them. Then King of the Lake in fourth. They've taken that one and heading on down towards the
I'm outta here,
on the
man.
far side. And it's Ballydisco,
Nearly got matched
game
in.
winner,
Come
Mokkadavasi.
on.
King of the Lake just now being nudged along as they come towards the fourth last shortly. Ballydisco and game winner. Ballydisco now just edging on for Ben Sutton to game winner up the inside, and Paul O'Brien in second. Then Mokkadavasi, King of the Lake, gets a little bit closer, but just now beginning to exercise Rex Dingle's arms a little bit. Down towards the fourth last they come. Ballydisco out in front, popped over it well. Mokkadavasi in second. Then game winner in third. King of the Lake now is making a bit of a move. Much more close
There
to
you
the
go.
action than
12
he's been
quid.
throughout the contest
Easy
so
£12
far.
that was.
Towards the final flight over on the far side, 3 from the finish. Ballydisco.
I'm outta here, man.
Mokkadavasi. Then on the inside, game winner.
Even if it
and
wins
King of
or
the
not,
Lake,
it doesn't
that
really
predominantly
matter,
yellow
does it?
jacket, fourth and last, but it's a more grouped up field now than probably any time in the contest as they start the swing out of the back straight. 2 more flights of hurdles left to jump. Mokkadavasi, who's been quite wide in the run throughout, comes through to just about take it up to Ballydisco. Game winner though up the inside, goes to shoulders.
Sucker.
King of the Lake still stalks in fourth as they start to make the turn for home now. Just the 2 more flights of hurdles to jump, and it's game winner who leads to Mokkadavasi round the outside in second. Ballydisco now looks rather tired in third. They've turned for home, and it's game winner who leads to Mokkadavasi, the
much
red
time we
cap
got
to the
left?
right. These 2 have now
6
just pressed
minutes,
on for
32
Ballydisco. King of the Lake still within shouting
minutes.
distance.
Just how
Needs
long
to
this
get
race
going.
normally
Down
takes.
towards the penultimate
So,
flight of
look at the
hurdles now.
timer where
Game
we
winner
are.
the far side. Mokkadavasi the near. Game winner by about half a length to Mokkadavasi. Second last game winner somewhat dived in it. Mokkadavasi out to the left a little bit. Then King of the Lake, who's trying to stay on.
Pounds and a one now.
Ballydisco's in
Could have got
fourth.
much
Down
bigger
towards
price.
the final flight they come now, and it's
You
game
can see
winner, the
why
red jacket, the far
I didn't
side.
panic
Just
when it
about
went in the
leading
red
last
at
again.
any chance.
Dived at it, didn't jump it particularly well, but neither did Mokkadavasi. Game winner on the far side. Mokkadavasi trying to get going. Then King of the Lake in third.
Ooh.
Inside the final half.
This is
furlong.
where you don't
Game
want to
winner.
get involved.
Mokkadavasi though is putting in a terrific surge late and gets up. Mokkadavasi the winner, tight for second.
Mark
between Game
little-
and King of the Lake, who
suspended.
was surging. That's one
Ran
for
a
the
little bit
judge.
quicker than
Fourth
average,
home.
but, you know.
Ballydisco.
You know where you are. Move on.
The shortest way. Will Mount is still a little bit keen.
I'm like
and
Goldilocks
moving
and the 3
forward now,
birds. I need it
outside
to be
of
just right
Johnny
for
Hu and Farno.
certain strategies to
At the
work.
back two are Brave Jen,
There can
who
be
come
too
in
much money and there
still
can be too little
with
money.
Masaccio. On the head
From a full
towards
tick.
the first of their
Scamping
flights down the
strategy
far
anyway.
side. Look away, continuing to lead, and stood off
See,
that hurdle.
not a lot of movement.
Landed in
Big
front
bets
by a
coming
length and
in,
a half.
but
Captain Teague and the jukebox
Not much
man
money
still
waiting.
right there, second and third. Will Mount much closer, all the time getting closer. Will Mount into fourth place now as Bullets Hill really feels the pinch and weakens out of it. Look away, produced another good jump there. A mistake from Brave Jen sees Brave Jen now sharing last place with Bullets Hill. Both look as though they may be struggling now. Look away leading from the jukebox man and Captain Teague, Will Mount, Farnog and Johnny Hu.
47
Six runners covered by 4 lengths. Masaccio slightly off the pace with Brave
I've
Jen.
just reduced my bank.
Bullets
That's
Hill
why I
as Look
forgot
Away
I did that.
continues to fly every one of these
It was up
hurdles.
to 150. I thought I
Look
don't
Away
really need
leading
that much money,
from
but
Captain Teague and the jukebox man. Farnog on the outside of Will Mount,
Just
and then
over
Johnny
halfway.
Hu taking the next flight, the last over on the far side. Masaccio and Brave Jen just about still in this, and tailing off now is Bullets Hill as they move on towards the end of the back straight. The Coral Challow Novices hurdle building towards its climax. Look Away. Set its stall out right the way from the start. Look
I'm outta
Away
here,
to lead
man.
the field. The jukebox man in second place, representing Ben Pauling's yard, who won this with the brilliant Barters Hill a few years ago. In behind those, Captain Teague, as now Farnog comes under a bit of pressure. Gliding along is Johnny Hu, and Will Mount's further back, and Will Mount just being pushed along and getting a bit outpaced, and he's been passed by Masaccio, and Will Mount looks in trouble here. He's going to have to respond, and it's not looking as though he's going to do so. Will Mount looking beaten here. Turning for
I'm out of here, man.
Look away with the lead. Here now is the jukebox man on the outside. Captain Teague, Johnny Who, and these four have rapidly put their mark on the race.
I daren't dare go in anymore. It's just too dangerous.
Look away under the most positive
Jukebox man was quite a high price, and
Sucker.
Captain Teague for Paul Nichols with such a brilliant record.
Hindsight's a wonderful thing, but obviously we could have got out for a lot higher
Johnny Who
profit,
needs to
but
find more in
I
fourth
don't know.
place. Coming now down towards the second last hurdle in the Challow. Far side, Captain Teague. Little bit of a tentative leap though from him. In second place is Look Away, followed then by the Jukebox Man and Johnny Who. Captain Teague, nurse to the front. Look Away will not give up. Neither will the Jukebox Man. And then in fourth place comes Johnny Who. Final flight in the Challow, taken by Captain Teague with the lead. Look Away and the Jukebox Man, they are staying on tenaciously. Captain Teague is
could have got a lot more tips than that.
onto the run-in. Captain Teague chased by the Jukebox Man and Look Away trying to come back. Captain Teague's really weary. Slow motion finish to the Challow. Captain Teague, Johnny Who's still staying on late for the day, but Captain Teague bravely sees it out. It's another Challow.
Market suspended.
Look Away with
Followed
the
there by
Jukebox
Gallic
Man.
Geordie, and Albert's back is patiently ridden. Serendipity and Happy and Fine. A Regal Blue not so good, and Gallic Geordie was marginally worse. He left a bit of a hole in the fence there, Gallic Geordie. Quickly regathered his composure. And they come to the last in the line up the straight this time. It's fence 6. Happy and Fine stood off that. Serendipity put down on it, nodded on landing. And Happy and Fine is now taken on by Regal Blue. Serendipity having to recover his momentum. Ned Tanner on the inner of Arctic Ambition in the Pearl Blue. 2 or 3 lengths away to Gallic Geordie and Albert's back. They've got a circuit ahead of them. And Happy and Fine, who inched home at Leicester last time, has a lead of just inches at the moment over Regal Blue, a very close second, and Serendipity wide. Then Arctic Ambition disputing fourth with Ned Tanner, Gallic Geordie, and lastly Albert's back. Setting off down the back straight, heading on towards fence 7. Just about moving through halfway now. Happy and Fine and Brian Carver continue to just about hold sway over Regal Blue and the wide travelling Serendipity, who again wasn't particularly convincing there. In behind him, Arctic Ambition, Ned Tanner in close attendance, Gallic Geordie in the white and green, Albert's back, red cap, no move yet from Brian Hughes. It's on the far side, Happy and Fine. Again jumping some of his rivals there. Serendipity disputing second with Regal Blue, Ned Tanner on the near side of Arctic Ambition, Gallic Geordie on the near side of Albert's back. They're entering the final mile. This is the middle one in the line across on the far side. Regal Blue got in tight to that one, and Happy and Fine
I'm out of here, man.
has the advantage. They've completed a circuit coming to the 6th last. Happy and Fine, Serendipity the orange cap, Regal Blue yellow jacket, Ned Tanner red sleeves jumping up well. Then Arctic Ambition, Gallic Geordie and Albert's back waiting in the wings. They send seagulls scattering as they go to the open ditch at the end of the
Going to go into favouritism.
Happy and Fine, still with the lead. But a whole cluster of possible challengers. Albert's back just needs a bit of encouragement at the back of the field.
I'm out of here, man.
The approach now to the last 4 fences. Happy and Fine. Regal Blue, yellow jacket, Serendipity, the orange cap out wide. Ned Tanner bang there against the fence, working across to Arctic Ambition. Gallic Geordie being smuggled into it by Ned Fox, the white and green.
Sucker.
Riding on a
Not much showing enough to lower that price.
Following his double earlier in the day. And Albert's back, although last, is still in touch, or with some sort of a chance. They're bearing down now on the 4th last. Happy and Fine. Serendipity on the near side.
Come on.
Regal Blue, far side Ned Tanner. Then
Had to do it, because that has got a good chance of winning. Okay, we might have got matched up there at 6 as we would have done then.
Regal Blue giving most immediate chase.
But, you know,
hard under the rail on the
I can't see into the future.
Ned Tanner, last of the
So it's the worst thing to do.
A sure
Cost me
jumping,
a couple of quid.
maintaining his lead at this
So what?
stage. over Ned Tanner. Regal Blue.
No reason why Ned Tanner can't win this.
Gallic Geordie plugging on at one pace, then Albert's back, still
Although
two
he does
to
look like
jump.
he's struggling a
Happy
bit now,
and
doesn't he?
Fine
But
lands 4 lengths ahead. Ned Tanner is chasing. Arctic Ambition has been pulled up. There's one left to jump. Happy and Fine from Ned Tanner. Regal Blue. Albert's back. Gallic Geordie. No more from Serendipity. Happy and Fine at the last.
imagine if it had gone the other way round, you'd be in a lot of shit right now. That's why I had to close it off.
Down on his nose. Pressed for second
Well,
by
it's best
Regal
to do
Blue.
it. Move on,
Happy
it's a
and Fine
tenner.
with 100
Be happy
yards
with
to
it.
cover. Grinding away.
In second position. Sneaking around the inside, William D. Conqueror, blue and pink colours. Then Enforcement in fourth for Adam Wedge. And Sforza Castle, taking what will be the third last in the circuit's time again. Din didn't jump in particularly well. Paseo at the back of the field, quickly on to the next. Not much thinking time between these two fences. Put the cash on the dash. Over it okay. Not a very good jump from Unblinking in the hoop jacket towards the rear of the field now. Lost a couple of lengths in the leaping there as they come towards what will be the last in a circuit's time. It's the 8th from the finish. Put the cash on the dash. Now, well, alongside that one was Pedley Wood. Concrete King didn't jump particularly well there. Harry Kimber was almost out the side door, but he managed to hang on and has made progress, in fairness, that horse, as they come past us with a circuit left to get round. Put the cash on the dash leads them to Pedley Wood in second, then Enforcement in third. Sforza Castle is in
I'm
fourth
out of here,
position.
man.
Concrete King. William D. Conqueror has just gone back a little bit through the field. Then Din Din, followed King in Passe, who did drop out, has managed to just about hang on to their coattails as they make the turn at the bottom of the track for the final time. Put the cash on the dash has been at the sharp end throughout to Pedley Wood, who's been persistently following. Enforcement has explored a whole range of position options in this race, has now moved up towards the outer to join Pedley Wood, then up the inside William D. Conqueror as they come towards the next. Put the cash on the dash. Enforcement didn't jump it particularly well. Put the cash on the dash did. Pedley Wood in second, Enforcement in third, then William D. Conqueror and Concrete King, followed then by Unblinking.
I'm out of here, man.
Din Din and Paseo is now just a little bit detached as they make their way down towards another plain fence. Put the cash on the dash towards the left as we look at them on screen. To in second position, Pedley Wood. If anything, Pedley Wood, though, just jumped into the lead again. Concrete King nodded on landing and not helping himself in the jumping department as they come towards the next. Pedley Wood and put the cash on the dash as they come to it now. Pedley Wood into the wings, jumped it well. William D. Conqueror in second. Sforza Castle's turn to make a mistake. One that's getting back into this after a bad error in the home straight is Unblinking. Then Enforcement, followed by Concrete King. Din Din, put the cash on the dash, has gone back through the field very quickly. Down towards the final open ditch they come. Fence number 16, Pedley Wood, William D. Conqueror. Then Unblinking round the outside again. Concrete King has jumped badly. Enforcement is in fourth, then Din Din, followed by the aforementioned Concrete King. Then after that, Sforza Castle, put the cash on the dash, and Paseo's at the back of the field. Three now going on here. Pedley Wood, William D. Conqueror, and Unblinking, who's three wide at the moment. They're well on from Enforcement, who's under pressure. Concrete King's jumping's gone to pot. Din Din is persevering, but needs to get going from there as they start to make the turn for home in this stamina-laden contest. It's William D. Conqueror just about the leader, but now very much hard at work. Pedley Wood is travelling very nicely indeed. Then Unblinking in third. Third last, William D. Conqueror, Pedley Wood.
The beauty of the race timer, guys.
Wood, Unblinking.
When you know how much time is left,
perseverance as well, staying on as they come towards the second last. Away,
especially when it's close like this, you can make a fortune.
Good leap from the leader. Pedley
just
Wood
by
goes
knowing
on.
that bit of time.
In second, then William D. Conqueror in third. Pedley Wood the far side, Unblinking the near. These two as they come towards the final fence.
There next, and
Golden Sun is coming
has
in.
now
Obviously,
gone a length
in
in
front
of Ballycamas in second place. Neon Moon and Lubiat Forat are the next ones. Neon Moon, a slightly sticky jump. Forat jumped into third place there momentarily. Now Passing Well is travelling strongly and improving between runners. Henry's friend on the outside,
the price is coming in.
Jumped up into sixth place there.
So we're only halfway through the race now.
Still remaining very tightly grouped as they go to the middle fence.
I just missed it,
on the far side. Fence number 10. Golden Sun, Ballycamas in the air together. Followed then by
my bets down at
Foras,
250 earlier on.
Moon.
For a
The other
different
three
race.
right there, Passing Well. Henry's friend and between
More
runners
clicks.
walking on air as they move on towards the next plain fence. And they've nearly completed a circuit. There, a mistake from Lubiat Foras. Knocked him back a length or two. And the runners now head on towards the last over on the far side.
So it doesn't need to go up far, and so there's a long way to go.
I'm out of here, man.
As they take the next one,
just get out.
and Ballycamas and Golden Sun continue to
My
trade
word.
blows. And then on the outside, passing well, joining in with them now, and also Lubiat Foras. Neon Moon is a close fifth. Walking on Air has been so patiently ridden, still right there on their heels in 6. And Henry's Friend, the back marker. Turning then back towards home. 5 more fences left to take in the Coral, get closer to the action. Novice's limited handicap chase. And up front, Lubiat Foras moves alongside both Ballycamus
Come on.
and
How
Golden
about that
Come
for
on,
an easy
man.
£23? My God.
Good jump from
Overreaction,
Ballycamus
23
to gain the
quid,
clear
just like
advantage
that.
there. Passing Wells in a close
Woo!
4th. Neon Moon 5th. Walking
We don't
on
get
Air
carried
in
away
6th place, but still hasn't
and
been
blow
asked
it
the
all.
major question. And Henry's Friend with them on the outside. Could be a great finish here.
Sucker.
The final race of the afternoon. They turn for home. 4 left to jump. Ballycamus from Golden Sun. Lubiat Foras passing well. Walking on Air on the move now. Henry's Friend is next, and Neon Moon the first one to crack, taking 4 out. Ballycamus the leader, chased by Passing Well. Golden Sun seems to have wilted quite quickly. To the outside, Henry's Friend is still well there. Golden Sun going to be pulled up before that one and jumping into contention
Oh, we
as well
got
as
out for the
Walking on
same, didn't
Air.
we? Oh,
Lubiat
what an
Foras
idiot.
is weak, and so too is Neon Moon, and now there are just
I
4 of
cocked
them in
that up.
contention
Totally
to
cocked
the
that up.
second last. Ballycamus,
Should have had
Henry's
another
Friend
20
down
quid then.
stand side. Ballycamus, terrible mistake. That's him
I hit
done
my
for
exit in the
surely.
wrong place.
Henry's Friend has jumped to the front, chased now by Walking on Air. Passing Wells back
What
in
an
3rd
idiot.
place, coming down towards their final fence. Third place, Henry's Friend driven right out here. Still there
Passing
in
Wells not
second
going to
is
win that, is
Walking on
it?
Air, and
Not a
Passing
chance.
Wells not done with either. Great finish to the last. Henry's Friend can hear now. Passing Well and Walking on Air both coming at him. Henry's Friend clinging on.
Thank you very much.
Henry's
Market
Friend wins
suspended.
a grandstand finish to end the day. Walking on Air and Passing Well.
So yeah, I went for that late one because I couldn't have seen a million years that was going to win. It would have to have done a hell of a lot to actually catch both of them and beat them. So that's why I thought that was easy money at the end. But you see, if he had come back on, I would have made even more. But I did miss an opportunity there by going in at threes and closing off at threes. That should have really been a £50 market. You don't get them all the time, but when you do get them, they're nice. But it should have been. I just cocked it up. But I can't grumble at £32.28 on one race.
Leading them up the straight at around 28 miles an hour at the moment over Rehill Relic. Maggie's Boy racing towards the right of the group, and Ross Bridge under restraint. So San Francisco with the lights on the support vehicles piercing the descending night on the inside of the track, just casting a little light for the 4 competitors. San Francisco at the end of half a mile, leading them under the judge to Rehill Relic, Maggie's Boy and Rossbridge in single file, entering the paddock turn with one more circuit of Haydock this year to be covered. San Francisco just running a little green, perhaps looked a little inexperienced at the pathway there. But Daryl Jaker was alive to it. He hustled him along for a few strides, and San Francisco continues to take them along at a fairly even pace as well. Rehill Relic stalks the leader, starting off across the back straight. Maggie's Boy remains in 3rd, and Rossbridge last.
Well, obviously not the only one thinking of this tactic.
They've covered more than 3/4 of a mile now. And San Francisco
49 in there probably.
Promisingly,
someone's gone credit down even, so I wouldn't be surprised if that person's the same as these other large sums, 180. That's the sort of thing I would do.
He's really set his own fractions in front, and he's so far been doing a pretty excellent job of setting an even gallop aboard San Francisco. Rehill Relic still in closest attendance. Maggie's Boy racing on the near side of Rossbridge.
There's no way that should have the legs to actually finish the race at the
I'm
end.
out of here, man.
They head towards the
Well, if I remember it from last time, it may well run well.
The last 3/4 of a mile or so now. San Francisco.
Trick the punters.
The Rehill Relic with a yellow cap. Blue cap for Maggie's Boy. Nose banded Rossbridge given a patient ride by Brian Hughes. Up ahead, Daryl Jacob.
I'm out of here, man.
San Francisco leads them into the turn, still nudging around about 28 miles an hour. Rehill Relic under Craig Nicol in the leader's slipstream. Ross
Sucker.
Boy, circuit completed. Into the last half mile they come. And the gallop up the straight. San Francisco. Jacob just asking him for a little more now. He crouches a little lower in the saddle, trying to perhaps draw the sting out of his rivals. And at this stage, San Francisco has got the others working to get on terms. Rehill Relic is at his quarters, but he's being fairly firmly driven along, 4 lengths away to Maggie's Boy. It's been no real show from
matched.
And San Francisco at this stage with his grey hair.
And there you go, nice 32.
Still galloping on.
Quid straight off.
Continues to give pretty determined chase, but the gap
sort
is
of things you want to do. You see how quickly that was matched both sides of the book. Got a chance in hell of winning. It did exactly what I said.
Maggie's Boy in third.
That's how you lay low.
In fourth. It's going to be
could have gone for more ticks, but
this one.
I didn't want to go for more ticks. I mean, obviously it's unlikely that the favourite's going to fall because there's no jumps, but you just never know. I could have gone for 100 ticks and made a little bit more money, but we'd only been talking about an extra like £8, and if that would have even been
market that, suspended.
It was only £50 stake I put in, so it wouldn't have been much more. And just in case something weird does happen, as long as you match both sides of the book, it doesn't matter what wins and what loses. But there you go, nice easy money. Okay guys, so I wasn't really planning on doing a video today, but I thought there was some nice trades that people might be able to learn a little off. And I record every single trade I do, so I can review them myself. Anything that goes wrong, problem with Betfair, got everything recorded. And if obviously I've got a good trade to show you guys, I'll do it. But I literally, as a matter of course, I record everything. So I just thought I'd show you these ones today. Sorry for the lack of commentary. But yeah, it's a nice little day, a few lessons to be learnt there, how I use the race timer on several occasions, for example, to judge where the time is. Give me a shout if you need a copy of that. And basically what I do, you know, and how I make money. So hopefully you can emulate me and do the same thing without having to go out and pay some idiot a ridiculous amount of money who probably isn't trading themselves, because why they're selling courses to you? They'd make their money from trading. So it's all for free. Enjoy, hit like, hit subscribe. I hope you learned something from this. And if you think I'm a twat, say so in the comments. I don't mind. I like a conversation. Catch you all later. Good luck in the markets. Bye-bye for now.
Introducing Geeks Toy trading software. The fastest, most customizable and most popular software for betting and trading on Betfair and BetDAC. Designed by professional traders for you. Key features include unlimited desktop settings and the ability to create custom profiles to suit every user's needs. Unbeatable speed, real-time prices and one-click betting. Unique management of multiple markets. You can bet or trade on multiple sporting events simultaneously. Support for 8 languages. Context-driven help on every window. Dutching and bookmaking. Training mode. Advanced charting. Enhanced navigation. Support for Betfair coupons. Stop loss and more. Geeks Toy. Possibly the best Betfair and BetDAC trading software in the world.